Hello everyone and welcome to this special little video I'm going to do today. Brands Hatch, Alfa Romeo. Why are we doing this combination? Well, we're doing it because James H, if you didn't already know, is running a British Touring Car Championship, and he's going to be covering all of the footage live on his YouTube channel, James H75, and that will be this Thursday at 7:30. It's going to be a weekly event, epic drivers in there. Oh, it's going to be brilliant, all in the classic liveries, so there's going to be some brilliant racing, so please do check that out. I will put a link to his channel in the description if you want to see that awesome racing. And basically what I'm going to be doing in this little video, showing my lap, few pointers on gears and things, and showing my setup just in case somebody doesn't really know what direction to go. This could be a nice little baseline to work off of. I know you guys are running with tyre wear, and on here I didn't use any, so my setup could chew tyres, but for ultimate speed I don't think it's too bad at all. I did this lap on real grip, penalties on weak, so yeah, let's go and get into it. So, onto the setup. As you can see, I've done a lot of laps in this car trying to iron things out, get good at the track, which I really do suck at. And here it is. As you can see, I've got all of the bits that James wanted. I've got racing brake pads, power restrictor at 75, the front splitter and the rear spoiler, as well as the first weight reduction and fully customizable suspension. Now, what I've done is maxed the front downforce. The rear isn't maxed, but if you prefer a car that is more stable, perhaps a bit more understeery, you might want to increase that rear downforce, but it really just helps the car turn in if you don't have it maxed out. It can understeer a bit at max downforce. The natural frequency is maxed out. That really helps turn the car into a race car and hunker it down. Any slight wallowing, sort of sliding around, it really halts that and allows you to go more aggressive on the anti-roll. But if you don't like this setup, then I would suggest that the anti-roll is the thing to change. Either lowering them both or lowering the rear can't talk, will help stabilize the car into corners. So yeah, that would be my go-to to fiddle around with if you don't quite like this setup, but I feel like it's a solid base to work off. So yeah, there it is. So moving on to the lap. Now, the gears, if you can, change gear just before that little red bar starts flashing, because you will gain time. The power really drops off at the end of the rev range, so if you can do that tiny bit of a short shift, it will help you gain time. As we head towards the turn one, that little white marker board is your reference. As soon as that flies off your screen, brake into turn one, down from fifth into fourth, try and apex it late, and if you can, run a bit of this curb. It really does help you pull you round as we head up the hill. Looking at this lovely little bridge here, this is your reference for the braking into turn two. Knock it down into third quite quickly, but wait until you reach the apex to knock it down into second. Running on this curb can help you pull yourself round, but just be wary of that rear because it can be a bit slidey. Running all the way off the track for the exit, you can go all the way off here. Life is good, you won't get dirty tyres, and you will gain time. It's awesome. Now, this is where things get a bit strange. Just before we get to this marker board here, this is my reference to braking for this turn, and you might think you'd take it in third, but taking it in fourth is so much quicker. Now, I do go wide a bit too early here, but I am going to pause it just there. You see beyond the curb it's like a cross-hatching type material. I don't know what it is, but it offers grip and it's awesome. So for this turn, please do not fear. You can attack this really hard and take such a wide entry onto the turn, and it really gains you so much time because there's grip on that cross-hatching area, and it's wonderful. As I say, I turned over here slightly too early on this lap, which is why I've already entered a slide. But yeah, huge time to be gained there. Don't be afraid to run wide to open up this turn, and take it in fourth. Loads of time to gain. And don't worry if you run wide there, because that is legal. Now, for this critical turn that takes us onto the middle straight here, your final marker board on the right is your reference, and stick all the way tight to the right hand side of the track, and make sure you are not apexing this turn until that big fat curb on the inside has finished, because otherwise you're really going to sacrifice your exit. I'm just knocking it down into third here to get that bit of extra rotation, but back up to fourth for the exit. It might seem weird exiting in fourth, but if you apex it late, you really do gain so much time by saving that gear change. It's brilliant. And we head down this straight, and on the right hand side there you can see there's a reddy orange painted section of that barrier. That is your reference to brake. As soon as that flies past your screen, brake down for this turn. Keep it in fifth if you can, but if it's not rotating, and knock it down to fourth, but exiting in fifth is critical. This turn, again, that reddy orange barrier is your marker. As soon as that flies off your screen, brake down for this turn. Knock it down into fourth. Take all this curb as long as you are keeping two wheels on the red and white. It's legal and really does allow you to carry extra speed. Same for the exit. Use all the track. And now we head into this disgusting little turn here. Your marker board on the right hand side is my reference. As soon as that's approaching me, I brake, and because of the setup of the car, just the act of me braking really does help rotate the car into the bend. Knock it down into fourth and use all of the track once again. As long as you've got two wheels on the curb, it's totally legal and really does allow you to open up this bend. As we head towards the finish of this track, the final marker board is your reference. Just before you get there, you can either stay in fourth or move up into fifth gear and then knock it down into fourth. Another turn where you might not think to use fourth, but it's so much quicker. Ride this inside curb if you can. I misjudged it and turned in a bit too early, so I got a bit of understeer by touching that grass. But exit up into fifth, keep it in fifth all the way to the final bend. As we look for the final marker board, just before we get there, we're going to knock it down into fourth gear and exit, and that is the lap. Now, as I say, I really do suck at this track, so I really do apologise for my lack of references, but the lap time wasn't too bad. But that is everything for this video. Please do make sure that you use that fourth gear. It is awesome. That is the place to gain time utilising that fourth gear, and hopefully the setup is useful. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I apologise that I can't offer the best references for Brands Hatch. I am not the best around there, and of course you guys are going to be running with tyre wear, and I was not. I was just running no tyre wear, weak penalties, and grip on reel. So yeah, the setup that you might want for less tyre wear could be slightly different to mine. I was just going for ultimate pace, but nevertheless it's a nice little base to run off, so I do hope it helps. But yeah, that is all. I really do hope that you enjoyed the video, and good luck to everybody in the first round of James H's British Touring Car Championship, which will come live on your screens on Thursday night 7:30 at James H 75 on YouTube. Link in the description. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.